Oh, I love that we're recording on this.
Okay,
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Yeah, ready.
Awesome.
Yapping Fever.
Hello, welcome to Yapping Fever, the podcast about all things 20s, careers, dreams, chaos, growth, and the realness of adulting. I'm your host, Tamara, and today I'm joined by a very special guest, Miss Lucy.
Hello, everybody. I'm so excited to be here.
I'm so excited to have you. Thank you so much for jumping on my episode today.
Honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. I've been waiting to do this since you announced to me that you were doing a podcast.
I'm so glad. I even put you in the special chair because you're a
Yes,
guest.
I'm so happy. I'm in the actual Yapping Fever chair.
Yeah, it's exactly where you deserve to be.
Oh, thank
Because
you.
you're giving up your time to be here.
Well, I wouldn't want to do anything else, honestly.
And tell the listeners how we know each other.
So we've known each other for our entire lives.
Crazy.
Our mums met, and then
Literally outside the front of my house. My neighbours.
my mum convinced your mum to buy the house.
Literally.
And move in.
And then I was 10 months and Lucy was like,
a year and a half.
Year and a half.
I don't know. And
and we've been besties ever since.
even when she ditched me for 2 years to go to Denmark,
Yeah,
hated it.
I didn't go to Denmark. I went to Netherlands. I was like, yeah, no, that's no way.
That's where you went. Apparently not.
Yeah, and we've stayed friends. We've pretty much been neighbours our whole life until the last 4 years.
Yeah, 4 years. I moved away, unfortunately.
We'll get into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we still she comes back all the time, and we always
See
catch
each
up.
other.
And it's a good thing is when you know your best friends and nothing changes.
Literally. We can not talk for weeks and then they pick up right where we left off.
Yeah, which is kind of how we do it.
Exactly. And sometimes all we do is we walk our dogs. And that's what we
And that's,
put up
a
for,
great catch
the
up.
weekend. And that's it.
Exactly.
And we won't see each other for another 3 months.
And I do think that's true friendship.
It really
Where
is.
it's nothing ever changes.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I really love you.
I love you too. And tell me how your week or fortnight has been.
Oh, it's been so good. I actually went to the Katy Perry concert last night. And it was so much fun. I was a little bit hesitant because I had seen some stuff online.
It's making it look like it's bad.
It really is, but there's a whole storyline.
Okay.
It's not just random. If you watch from start to finish, she's a robot that's trying to save the world, basically.
Love. So Katy themed.
It's so Katy themed, and it's all the songs really fit into their different sections of what the game is supposed to be.
I have heard that it's a game.
It's so cool. It's really, really cool. I had a really fun time. She played some bangers, some of the old stuff, which was great to hear, and then some of the new stuff, which I don't know as much.
I don't know anything.
I know a few, Lifetimes.
I think I've heard Women's World.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Yeah.
And then the only other one I know from the album before is Never Getting Over It or something. Never Really Over It. Did she play that one?
No, she did play that.
Oh, I like that one. That's a shame.
Yeah.
And then
so she played
it's
California Girl.
So is that with the worm out of the toilet?
Don't think so.
Didn't she have something
She
out
did.
of the toilet?
It wasn't. Oh no, yeah. That was
I don't get that part.
No, that was one of the old ones, but the worm isn't out of the toilet in this one. It's
so that
out of
wasn't
the floor.
So it wasn't actually in the concert that's going
There
on
was
now.
a worm.
But it wasn't out of the
It
toilet.
wasn't out of the toilet.
Okay, that must have been definitely a previous
I feel
show.
that was a previous one.
Okay, because that was a bit weird to me. I just feel
Yeah.
California Girl I understand she did it for previous shows, but it's so sweet and stuff, and I still think she could have leaned into that.
Yeah, definitely.
With the crazy.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of her her whipped cream boobs.
Yeah.
How I still wear
People
it.
dress up like that.
That's iconic.
It was so iconic, and she invites people up onto the stage every night.
Oh really?
And she invited two girls up who were teenagers, and they were in shark costumes.
I love that.
And it was so funny. They were the funniest girls. They were just having the best time. And she was like, "Who gave these girls Sprite?" They were so hyper. It was just such a fun vibe.
That's good.
Yeah.
And I just loved it.
How's your fortnight been?
Yeah, good. I don't really know what I've done. I've literally been prepping for the podcast. Lots of acting at the moment. And my course that I'm doing is wrapping up. So we're filming for the next few weeks, which I'm taking very seriously because it's stuff that will end up on my acting profile. So I want it to be good.
Yeah.
Working my American accent. And then just working.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing really exciting. I'm trying to think. Literally, I don't think anything. I think I mentioned everything last podcast.
Yeah, well, apart from Katy Perry, I've literally done nothing either. So
yeah, fair.
it's just one thing and my entire months.
You were definitely like a concert person though.
I'm definitely a concert person.
Yeah.
I've been to so many.
Every time I'm like, I can't go to a concert. Lucy's like, I'm in, I'm going. Like, I've already got my tickets. She's really good at getting them off Marketplace.
Yeah, I've got like multiple off Marketplace. My Katy Perry ones were off Marketplace.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
Concert queen.
Honestly, I love it.
And you brought a creative recommendation for us.
I did. I went to see Materialists the other night.
Love.
That's with Dakota Johnson, Chris Evans, and Pedro Pascal. It's a cute little chick flick. It's really, really
So it is chick flick.
cute. Yeah, it's so cute. I actually loved it.
I really want to see it. But I'm someone who I sometimes don't watch full trailers because I think it gives too much away. And I feel like I've seen some of it and I'm kind of working like, is it chick flick? Is it not? But if it's chick flick,
definitely chick flick.
Nice.
Definitely go see it. Little romance story.
Mm-hmm.
And it hits some like deeper topics too, which is very nice.
Okay, nice.
So
it's like complex.
Yeah, definitely complex. The main character is a matchmaker in New York City. And her name is Lucy, so
oh my god,
we love it.
Yeah, you have Letterboxd like me. What would you rate it on that?
I can't remember. I think I did 4 stars.
Oh, nice.
Or 3.5.
That's good. That's still good.
Yeah, it was very high.
Like worth paying the money for the cinemas.
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
And worth paying to see those 3 actors in the same movie on the big screen.
Yes, yeah.
Because they're just so beautiful.
I was gonna say they're so good. I thought you were gonna say like they're so good at their job.
Oh, they are. They are
got
too.
chemistry, but just like they're hot.
Well, that too. They're good at their job, and they have such good chemistry.
I have seen some interviews floating around, and the chemistry is good. And to be honest, I don't know if I'm the biggest like Dakota Johnson fan. Yeah. I just don't think if I can't read her like in interviews. I can't tell if she's like blunt, if she likes her job. Like I don't know. I think she's hard to read.
She's very funny in interviews.
Yeah,
I didn't realize
but
that.
I've seen her in these ones. I'm like, oh, I like her.
Like, have you seen the Lime one?
No.
So there's this whole interview where she's like showing Rogue her house or something, and she's like got a bowl of limes on the bench, and she's like, I love limes. I just love to have them displayed like this. And then in a Jimmy Fallon interview or something, she's like, I'm actually allergic to limes.
Oh yes, I think I have.
And like
seen
the
stuff
set
like
dressing did it for her. She just made something up and went along with it. I'm like, that is so funny.
Yeah, I think she's good with like comedic timing.
She really is.
Nice. And I actually love Chris Evans as well.
Yeah.
I think he's great. So I will get my tickets.
Do it.
Perfect.
Great. And what's your creative recommendation?
My creative recommendation is a new TV show on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Sirens. It's really good.
I've heard of it.
Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it yet, but I've been meaning to.
Yes. Love. I kind of like pressed on it randomly.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can't be bothered to like go forever and choose.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it looks good. The main girl is Megan Faye, and she's great. I watched her on like The Bold Type. She was in another like one with Nicole Kidman. She was murdered in it.
Oh.
I just think she's a really good actress. She keeps popping up everywhere. She's also in a horror movie that came out about, I think it's called like The Drop. I'm not 100% sure, but she like goes on a date with a serial killer.
Oh.
And then I'm pretty sure she dies, or she like gets targeted. So she keeps popping her name up, and she's really good, and she's an incredible actress in this. And then the other lead actress, I haven't seen before, but she is an Australian actress.
I love that.
And she's so good. I've actually forgot her name. But she made her name for like House of Dragon.
Oh yeah.
She's in that.
Right.
And then she's in this. Her accent's really good. She's only 25 and fucking killing it. I reckon she's going to have like a huge career from now. Also got like Julianne Moore, Kevin Bacon.
Oh my god, she's a good cast.
Yes, like stellar cast. Really good. It gives like, it says it's a comedy on Netflix. Bullshit. It's a drama.
I hate that.
Yeah, they just don't know how to cast it sometimes.
Honestly, Uptown Girls.
Oh my god, was
a comedy? I'm like, it's
not
a comedy.
No.
I was blowing my eyeballs out. I'm like, how is this a comedy?
Yeah.
Like, there were some funny moments, but really no.
Yes, I agree.
I don't understand people.
Because I watched that first, and then I think you saw that I watched it, so you watched it.
And
it was like, not comedy.
No,
so this is like the same thing. Definitely more drama, but really good acting. If you're an actor, definitely watch it. And also, like, it's got me hooked. To be honest, I've been a bit busy last week, so I've, like, watched, like, 3 or 4 episodes. I've got, like, 2 to go, but I really want to finish it.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes, like, you drop off or you don't continue the binge.
I totally get that.
I definitely want to go back to it, and it's kind of around a cult.
Oh, I love cults.
They're not like I feel like
they're so interesting.
They are. And this one, like, you can't tell if it is an actual cult, if she's just running it like a cult, because it's based on like Julianne Moore's character and the way she acts. And the sister's like, it's a cult, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
And this girl's like, no. And they've had a hard childhood that's kind of like coming to the surface.
Yeah. So
very interesting. Definitely recommend.
Okay, I'll give it a watch.
Perfect. Lucy, do you want to talk about what the topic is today?
Absolutely. So today we're going to talk about how to actually enjoy being alone.
Yes, being alone is super important in life. There'll be times when you're forced to be alone, and there'll be times that you actually want to be alone.
Mhm.
And being alone gives you independence. It can help you grow and develop, make you self-sufficient. It gives you freedom to make your own decisions. Being independent is also important in terms of like money, to make your own money, to save your own money. And it can make you participate in things that you actually enjoy, like creative things, exercise, lots of different things. So we're going to talk about not only being alone, but how important it is to actually enjoy your own company.
Yeah, it's really important. I found out that I'm actually kind of good at it. I feel like.
Great. If you had to like rate yourself out of 10, what would you give yourself?
I'd be like an 8, honestly.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, it's just something that I've had to learn to do over the past few years.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that I've really been able to do it. It took a lot of time and it's hard. It was really hard. But sometimes you just got to do things.
Yeah, and you got to, if no one wants to do it with you,
Exactly.
you got to do it yourself.
Exactly.
Don't hold yourself back.
Yeah. But what about you? What do you rate yourself?
I don't think I'm an 8.
Mm.
I think I'm like a good 6.
I think you're like 7.
Okay,
Like,
great.
you travel
Yeah.
alone.
I think I'm 6 to 7. Can depend on the day for me a bit.
Yeah.
But I do as well, I think I'm better at being alone. Even this year, I think
Mm.
I've actually gotten a lot better at enjoying my own company and being alone.
Yeah.
And there's more times, even this year, where I'm like, oh, I'm happy to be alone or I want to be alone.
Yeah.
Why I think it kind of took me a while to get there.
Yeah.
And now I think the reason I'm not like as high as Lucy or like an 8, because there's still things where I'm like, oh, like I don't really know if I want to do it alone
Yeah.
and stuff. And like I prefer people. But I'm definitely better at like putting
That's so
myself
good.
out there
That's so
and just
good.
being like, oh, no one wants to do it with me.
Mm.
I'll do it myself.
Yeah.
And did you have a moment in life where, like you said, it happened a few years ago?
Yeah. So I moved cities from Melbourne to Warrnambool and it was a big move.
Yeah,
It's like
huge.
4 hours away. So going into an area where there's no family, no friends yet, it really forced me to like be okay in my own company. So
Mhm.
I moved into uni accommodation, so it was just me in a small little room, and it's a lot of being by yourself.
It was also like through lockdown.
It was through
Which,
this like
like,
second year of lockdown.
sucks.
So it was horrible. Like there were months where like I barely saw anybody.
Yeah.
And I don't know, something must have clicked because something made me realise that everybody is too busy worrying about what everybody else is thinking of them to actually care what you think or to think about you.
Yeah.
Like
So true.
when people don't go out alone because they're like, oh, people are going to look at me and think I'm weird being alone. But then if everybody's thinking that, nobody's thinking about you.
Yeah. Like no one's actually paying that much attention.
No.
And I've also thought like even like the opposite, like I feel like if someone thinks like, oh my god, it's weird they're alone, who fucking cares?
Why are they caring so much about you?
Yeah, like they're never
Like,
gonna see
you're-
you again.
Exactly.
Like I think about that in terms of bit of attention, but in terms of like social media, you know how
Yeah.
people are like, it's cringe to post or
Yes.
something because like if you get like 10 likes or like you're not like
Yeah.
hitting followers, I just feel like yes, true, but if I've ever seen someone who has like 10 likes or something on TikTok and I personally don't like it, not like don't like the content, just don't like give it a physical
Yeah.
like, I just scroll and I've never
Yeah.
once thought about them again. I
Exactly.
don't remember what the fuck they posted.
No.
I don't remember, and same with like seeing people out alone. I'm never like, oh, why are you here alone?
Yeah.
I'm normally like, so good doing this.
Yeah,
alone.
that's probably that's the other thing. It's like half the time these people were jealous that
Yeah.
you're able to go out alone and enjoy it rather than them who can't go out alone.
Yeah, and I also think like it's really smart to notice, like you said, like something clicked, like people
Yeah.
are noticing, I'm gonna be alone. And I think that's great because I think the other thing could have happened would be like you could have gone to like a darker place
Yeah.
and being like, especially in lockdown,
Yeah.
being like, I can't be alone, I don't
Yeah.
want to be alone, I need to be around people.
Mm.
And it could have turned pretty ugly.
It could have, really could have.
And instead, you were the most like independent person I know.
Yeah.
And you do like so many stuff alone, and I
do.
love it.
Yeah.
What are some of your favorite? Yeah.
Speaking of being alone, this time last year I went to Perth alone.
Yes, I was gonna say, what are some of
Literally.
your like favorite activities that you've done
Yeah,
alone?
I went to Perth alone for a week and a half, I think it was.
Which is a big amount of
It was
time.
literally this time last year, and I had the best time. I went to do everything I wanted to do. I didn't have to think about what anybody else wants to do. Because, like,
Yeah.
especially on holiday and stuff, it's like certain people want to go do certain things, and I'm like, but I don't want to do that. I want to do this other thing.
Yeah,
like,
and you've got to make compromises.
Yeah, and I got to go to the aquarium over there, and I did a shark dive all alone.
So cool.
It was literally just me and the supervisor, tourist guide, I don't know what you call him.
Shark man.
Yeah, in the water, and we
Mhm.
just had the whole thing to ourselves, and it was literally one of the best things I've ever done. And I'm just so glad I actually did it, because there was a lot of like umming and ahhing about if I actually wanted to go alone.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I don't really have anyone to go with, because people work, all my friends work, my family, my sister, they all work, and it's like hard to find times to do things with each other.
Yes. It's definitely more complicated.
It's so complicated. And I was like, you know what? I want to go out. I want to do something. I want to go away. I want to have a week where I don't think about work, where I don't think about uni. And I just did it. And it was one of the best things I've ever done.
I love that.
Mm.
I love it so much.
I also go to concerts alone all the time. I've been to like 5 alone. And
I think that's such a good one, because I sometimes think people think concerts you have to go together. Like, for example,
so
like
true.
the movies, people are like, you go alone because you just sit there.
Yeah.
But like, I think concerts definitely have a vibe where it's like you go in a group or you go with people and stuff. And I love that you like push boundaries. You're like, no, I go by myself and I can meet people I want, or
exactly.
I can just be by myself.
And, like, a lot of the time I've been to like 2 where I met the girls next to me and like we talked and we sung and we had a good time together.
Mhm.
Like the Taylor Swift concert, I went to that alone, and the girls next to me ended up being like, oh, who are you here with? I'm like, oh, I'm by myself. She's like, oh, come and join us, sing with us. And I'm like, thanks, that's so much fun.
Yeah, love
And
that.
same with the Tate McRae concert, I was waiting and I was talking to the girls around me, and it ended up being like a really like nice like community.
Mm.
And I feel like it is, especially when you go somewhere alone, like you find other people who will bring you into their like groups.
I do
Not
think
that you need to,
yeah.
but sometimes it's nice to know that there's other people out there who care enough to see someone alone and be like, good on you for coming out here. Do you want to hang out with us?
Yes, exactly. And I think too that like sometimes you like force yourself to meet more people or to like talk to more people when you are alone.
Yeah.
Like when you're with your friends, I don't know about anyone else, but I feel like these days at bars or any places, no one fucking talks outside of their friendship groups. So I feel like when you are alone, people are more curious, like, why are you alone?
Yeah.
Like, did you come here alone? Or like people don't want to see people, and like people understand you can do things alone, but I think they're definitely more accepting, like, oh, like, do you want to hang out with us?
Yeah.
Do you want to like come? Why, like, even if you have another person with you, they're more like, oh, we're not going to talk to you, have friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
100%. But yeah, that is something that I want to do more, is like go to restaurants alone, and not like fast food restaurants, but like an actual like sit down where you've got the waiter come up to you and take your order. Like I want to do that more, because often I just get takeaway and I'll go back to like my house, or in Perth I just go back to the room and take it with me, and then like sit there. And I feel like that'd be such a good thing to do, just to sit there in your own company and like really reflect and just eat.
Yeah, and I also think like, I don't know if you're a people watcher.
Yes,
restaurants is the best place to be.
I love people watching. I was literally saying this last night at the concert. Like, I love people watching because humans are such cute people.
Yeah.
Like as we pay all this money to go see random people on stage sing and dance.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so many people there, and we're all there for the same thing, and people dress up, and I think it's just so cute that we as a species do that, because there's no other species that really do that.
No.
Like, you don't see birds gathering around to watch one bird sing.
No, the only thing I can think is like elephants also hold funerals. Yeah. That's the only thing where they like come together to mourn something, and like of course we do that, but nothing in terms of like excitement or just like watch. And the only time,
not that we know of.
Yes, and then the time they watch other things is like when they want to eat it.
Yeah, it's not like admiration, and I'm so grateful that we can show admiration and stuff, because I think it's such a needed trait. Mm-hmm. I just think it's so cute.
I also think like eating alone in restaurants is fucking iconic.
It is.
I think it's so cool, like especially if you're the person who like you either sit there in your own company or you're being like a book and you're not on like your phone, for example. Yeah. Oh my god, props to you. I think it's so amazing. I'm always like, they're so cool. What are they doing?
I see people on TikTok all the time who are like going to this restaurant alone, and I'm like, slay. Honestly, slay. Yes. I'm gonna do that one day.
Yeah.
And I will.
Just do it.
I will one day. Oh. It's coming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think for me, it's about finding activities that are like I want to do alone. Like,
Yeah.
I think I'm definitely more a person who's like, I want to do it with my friends. Or I
Yeah.
want to do it with my partner. And I'm not as good at being alone. And I definitely and ah things where it's like, oh, do I want to do it? Do I not?
Yeah.
But even in the terms how you said about like how you went to Perth and then you're like, I wasn't sure, and then you went, would you now go on a solo trip again?
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Sometimes I think it's about doing things once.
Yes.
And then you're like, oh, that was easy.
It was so easy.
Yeah.
So easy. And also, like, I remember when we went away for your 21st, I had to catch the flight alone, and that was so scary because I'd never done it, and I'm not a great flyer. But then when I was going to Perth, I'm like, I've done this one time.
Yes.
I can do it again. I can get through the airport, I can get on the plane, and I can get off at the other side.
It's funny how, like, you only have to do things once or a few times.
Yeah.
And then you're like, how come I, like, never did this?
Exactly. And it is so scary going to a different city and not knowing how to get out of, like, the airport. But if you just take your time, everything's there. Especially if you're in Australia.
Yeah.
Like, you've got your phone, you've got internet. It's not like
a different country where you don't have to speak a different language.
Exactly. So it's like, if you look around, people will help you. There's signs everywhere, and you just gotta go for it, I think.
Yeah.
So we've talked a lot about me doing things alone, but what about you? Is there anything you were scared to do and now you're a master at doing it alone?
Yeah. I don't think it's as big as like traveling, but I do Pilates a lot. I do perform Pilates. I just do like group classes. But I won't lie, when I like first wanted to get into it, I was definitely like nervous to go by myself. I just think sometimes too, like, a class dynamic can make you nervous.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm walking in, I've never done this. What will people think? I also feel like Pilates is like, I hear lots of different stories, like, and it can be toxic. Some places definitely better.
And I feel like it's technical.
It is technical.
Like,
so like, you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And I even think like clothes around Pilates, like, it sounds weird, but like, people know, like, if you do Pilates, you wear cute clothes. And I was like, I don't have that. Like, I've just got normal workout gear. And I remember I went to, like, I got, like, a gift card to, like, one of those places. And I was like, I want to go. I couldn't go with anyone because it was, like, too far away. And it was kind of just, like, do something yourself time.
Yeah.
And I went, and I loved it. And now I literally do it 2 to 3 times every week, always by myself. I've never bought someone yet.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't really talk to anyone either.
I feel like you don't in like workout classes.
I definitely like, I of course I say like hello to the instructor, like say my name and stuff, but besides that, like, I think because you're on your own beds.
Yeah.
And it's not even like sometimes at the gym where it's like, oh, can I use that after you?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's definitely like, this is your bed. You kind of like don't move from it. So I just go by myself. It's my alone time. And I love it. I look forward to just like being like, now every time I go, I put my phone on do not disturb.
That's so good.
Because I found that sometimes like I'd go and I'd get a message, and of course because I wear my watch, like it would like pop up on my watch and you just naturally read it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I just want to be present in that room for 50 minutes and like enjoy it, do my own workout, and then get out.
Distractions when you're alone is like one of the biggest things.
It is.
It's like, it makes you like want the company.
Yeah, it does. And I feel like as well, if you're not good at being alone, especially like if you're always on your phone, you're not actually alone.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Like, I say, if you want to, read a book or even Kindle on your phone. But if you are doing that, turn it on Do Not Disturb, because sometimes you see the messages coming through and you're like, oh, I wish I was with this person. I wish I had someone else here. And sometimes it's also the opposite, that nobody's messaging you.
And then you just feel like,
and you're like, well, I don't have any friends. Why is nobody messaging me?
Yeah.
So I often find that if I put my phone on Do Not Disturb, like, I don't notice that people aren't messaging me, and I don't notice that people are.
Yes.
So it just kind of like puts me out of that headspace where, oh, nobody likes me. Why aren't they messaging me? Especially when I'm alone. I'm like, no, just take your time. Be with you, because in the end of the day, you have to live with you. Like, it's just you. When you close your eyes at the end of the day and you go to bed, there's nobody else.
And you can never escape that.
You can never escape that, and you can never escape your mind.
To be a nice place.
A sanctuary.
Yeah. You want to, like, look after yourself first and make sure that you like your company. So, because it's the only thing you can't get rid of.
Yeah, and it's so hard. And I feel like a lot of people need other people to be able to be okay with them. But then, again, at the end of the day, you're going to be alone.
Yeah. And I find too that like you need to find things, especially in this like day and age, that is away from technology.
Yes.
Because I find
100%.
if I'm like, even just spend like a day alone, I don't feel lonely, but like I know I'm a day alone. And if I spend too much time on like TikTok, I automatically like doom scroll.
Yes.
Or stuff. And I need to
TikTok
like
is so hard for that.
put my phone on Do Not Disturb in another room sometimes.
Yeah.
Because it's just such a habit to like pick it up.
Yeah.
And it's so bad for you. And I need to find like, even if it's like you sit down and you watch a movie but you don't touch it.
Yes.
Like that's like more productive
Yeah.
and more like you're with your own company.
100%.
Find something creative. Do you do anything creative that you like?
I do a lot of things. I love colouring in books.
Yeah, love
them. Like those simple, bold colouring in books. I do
Yeah.
them all the time. I also do like journals, like
Yes.
or like scrapbooking.
Yeah, you do. Your scrapbooking is so cute.
Yeah, I love it. I just print off little photos from Kmart
Mm-hmm.
and I just stick them in. And again, it's nice because a lot of them have other people in it, but then a lot of mine are just me. Like when I did a scrapbooking page when I went to Perth, and it's great to look back on them now and like see I actually do a lot of things alone.
Yes.
And I feel like you don't realise how much you can do alone and how much you actually do alone until you reflect on it.
Mm.
Like, yeah, I was in Perth all alone this time last year. And it's been a year since that. And I can definitely do it again. I haven't had the opportunity to do it again. But I was planning on doing it, and now we've got other holiday plans with my family. But yeah.
I think it's nice too, like to know that you're good at being alone. Like I, for example, I've done little bits of solo traveling and it's something I want to maybe in the future work on. But to be honest with you, like I don't think I'm a great solo traveler.
I think you are.
I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I went to like Rome by myself. I wasn't actually in Rome by myself. I met people over there. But I did that flight. You know, I said once you did that flight, it's funny because like I'm going to Europe again this year and I don't want to catch a flight by myself.
Really?
Yeah, even though I've done it. Like I literally flew all the way to Rome by myself and then I flew from like Germany to England by myself, which like isn't as long, but you know, like I did the whole process. I actually got stopped at border control with that.
Yeah, that's scary.
And they had like massive guns and they were like, do you have explosives in your bag? Because they could like sense it. It wasn't like they were like randomly checking me. They're like, they literally told me you have explosives. And I was like, no, I don't.
And what, you're like 19?
I was 18.
18?
Fresh 18-year-old. And I was like, this man came up, was holding my passport, and this massive, he was a military, so they were really
and that would be
serious
so
about it.
scary in a different country all alone, holding your passport.
I know,
like,
and I was just like, you don't understand, like, I literally do. And he's like, do you work around chemicals? And I was like, no, I'm a tourist, mate. Like, I don't. They ran some tests, they did give it back to me, it was fine. Yeah, I remember, like, freaking out a bit.
But I feel like having someone else hold my passport would be the end of me. I think I would submit and be like, give me back my passport. Like, I feel like, because it's such, like, an important document.
Yeah,
if
so I
you're not
couldn't
in the
run.
country.
So I couldn't go on the
I know, but, like, I feel like I would just, I don't know.
To be honest, he was really nice. Like, it wasn't like, if he was, like, a bit scary, I probably would have been scared, but he was very, like, nice.
That's good.
So I don't think he, like, I think it was
If you can handle that alone, you can handle anything alone.
I know, but, like, I'm still, like, quite nervous. And I'm like, oh, like, I don't know, I don't really do it.
Do you know what it is about it that makes you nervous?
Well, I'm not a great flyer, so
Yeah.
that's why I don't like traveling. Like, I don't know, I have this thing about, like, even though you just literally sit your ass on the plane.
No, but
I'm a little bit nervous with flying, so I don't love the whole flying thing alone.
Yeah, I get
And
that.
then nothing major, like, to be honest, like, once I got there in Rome, I had to make it to, like, the or not even the hotel, I had to make it to, like, a train station by myself, which wasn't that hard. I do remember I was, like, trying not to miss a train, and I ran around a corner, and there was literally 8 military men walking towards me, and I kid you not, I was, like, 2 to 3 meters, which sounds like a lot, but it's not when you're running, away from running straight into them. Again, they had, like, massive guns.
Yeah.
If I, like, ran into military men, I don't know what would have happened.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think they would have been like, what are you doing, girl? Like, I could have been, like, shoved to the ground type of thing. I remember, like, I was running so far, and then I, like, have never, like, I don't know, I was gonna say scooted, like, so far out of my, like, way, like, and then I literally just, like, stopped. And I was like, just missed the train. I just walked so slow.
Like, I'd rather miss the train than, like, run into a group of military.
Literally.
Yeah.
Not that that's, like, why I, like, don't want to go. So I'm traveling again. But I don't know, like, I'm not great. And then I know when I'm solo travel, for example, I went to Bali with Lisa, sister, my other bestie. And we were there for a week together. She left early. And then I stayed 3 days. I don't think I was great.
Yeah.
I don't think my headspace was great. I missed my boyfriend, to be all honest.
Yeah.
I felt like I had things to come home to. I did have a day where, like, I was trapped in my hotel room because it was
Yes.
silent day, and I don't think that helped.
No, definitely
I think
not.
if I could have gotten out, maybe I would have had a bit more pleasant experience, but because I didn't love that,
Yeah.
I'm now a bit more like, I don't know if it'd be great solo traveling.
I also think having someone with you and then going
Is
is
worse.
so much worse. Because,
yes.
like, you've had that company and then
Yeah.
you've got to figure out how to be okay without it.
Yeah.
And I feel like if it was the other way around, if you had started there earlier
Well,
alone,
I think about that for like
would have been better.
other things. I'm like, oh, could I go earlier? And then someone's
Yeah.
coming, like it's more exciting.
Yeah.
So I do think if I was to do it like with another trip and like decide to stay longer, I would do earlier myself. Because you just have the excitement of going somewhere new, and then you're like, I can do this, I can do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm still on the edge. Like I've had times, even this year, where I'm like, I could go like earlier by myself somewhere. I could do a trip by myself, and I'm still just like
hesitant.
no. But I don't want to be. I want to get to a stage where which is why I think I'm a 6, not a 7.
Yeah,
Because if I think if I was 7, I would be a bit more like, oh, I could solo travel if I wanted to.
Yeah.
But I'm like, oh, I don't know if I can.
So you think about how many people solo travel and how many people catch flights alone every single day. Like, it's constant. People are doing that stuff alone every single day.
I know. I just don't think, I don't know why I think it's like I'm worried of my own company. But when I'm alone in like my house and I'm alone by myself, I like my company.
Yeah.
It's good. And like surely I'd like it
good.
just as much
I'm sure
when I can see like a cool city.
100%.
Great. Maybe I'll book a trip.
I think you should.
Okay, and the one last thing we want to talk about is when we are alone, we definitely want to be like positive.
Yes.
Because we don't want to like be negative. And I sometimes think, especially like if I'm alone and I find out other people are doing things and I'm not there, I get FOMO.
Yeah.
I get so much FOMO. What are your thoughts on that?
So I'm like the opposite. I'm
I
like,
love that.
FOMO doesn't stop me from doing things alone. It actually, like, I don't want to miss out on anything. So, like, again, the concerts. I don't want to miss out on going to a concert just because I don't have someone to go with. So I'd rather go alone and do something than just miss out completely.
That is really good. I think I need to get a little bit more of that, like, mentality.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm straight away, like, if I see people doing things and I'm not, I'm like, oh, why am I doing things? Like, why do I have my Saturday night alone? Or,
yeah, that's so true.
Why am I out?
Especially with TikTok, you see people's perfect lives where they're going out and doing stuff. But, like, it's a snippet of their day. You don't know what they're doing.
Exactly.
But also,
they're probably editing it at night time.
Exactly. Like, if they're going out and doing stuff, don't let it stop you from not doing it because you have to do it alone. Just realize that if that's something that you really actually want to do, you will do it, and you will do it alone if it's really something you want to do.
And I think as well, like, if you are someone who, like, has FOMO or, like, doesn't like being alone, you need to find ways to be like, it's fine that they're doing it. What's something I can do tonight that will be fun? If it's, like, I read a book, if it's I do something creative, watch a movie, like, I don't know,
go for a walk.
Yeah, do anything. And then you need to have, switch it into JOMO, which is joy of missing out.
Oh, cute. I like that.
Yeah, it's been going around, and I'm like, oh, like, I've never thought of it that way. Like, I've never thought, like, oh, it could be fun to not be there.
Honestly, I do think about that. Sometimes I have a housemate who goes out overnights, and he comes home at like 4 or 5 a.m. and I'm like, I'm like, absolutely not. I'm so glad that that's not me.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's nothing I would want more than just to be in my bed at 4 a.m.
Oh, definitely. I'm like,
who wants to stay out all night? Especially like in my hometown where I'm living. It's like there's nothing to do really. It's not like a big city where there's a lot of things to do. It's like a country town. It's small. It's not great. I'm like, there's nothing I'd rather do than just be at home.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I don't care.
Yeah, it's good. I also feel like if you have something that like you like to do by yourself, you're more likely to fall back into that pattern of doing it by yourself, and it will be fun. For example, if you say you like to do colouring books, right? Or like if it's scrapbooking, or if it's something that like doesn't involve, I think, like all technology, perfect. Like then you like when you are alone, like, oh, I can do this.
Yeah.
Like, great. Instead of being like, oh, I'm going to go on TikTok, or I'm going to scroll, and why aren't I doing anything? And I'm so bored. Boredom is something that is so big when you're alone.
Boredom is so hard to get rid of.
Yes, and you need to find how to, like, not get that so often.
I often, like, flip from watching my TV to going on my phone to laying there trying to have a nap just because I'm bored, and also to eating. Like, just because I'm bored. So if I find if I do something with my hands especially, even if it's like colouring in while I'm watching TV,
Yeah.
or the TV's just on in the background, but I'm focusing on the colouring in, I'm definitely less bored.
Yes.
And getting out of the house is so good to cure boredom.
Yeah.
And I
go
think,
for a walk, go for a drive.
go for a
Sit by the
walk.
beach. You live by the beach.
Yes, and notice things around you. Like, don't put earphones in, don't listen to music, but take note of like the trees, the birds, the cars, whatever's around you. Take note of it and like take it in and think about it.
It makes you very present.
Yes, being present is important, and it
Yeah.
helps with being happy, being alone.
Absolutely.
Because it means your mind's not wondering about what other people are doing, what other people are thinking.
Yeah. It kind of makes you be in the moment rather than overthinking everything.
Yeah. Overthinking is such a big problem, and I feel like a lot of people overthink a lot of things.
Definitely.
And
I'm
if you
one of
can
those.
if you can turn your mind off to it, it is so beneficial.
Mm.
It really is.
Yeah, definitely. So you just need to learn to like your own company and have things that you enjoy by yourself. Even like, for example, I do this podcast, and I think this year I'm better at being alone. And one of those reasons is this podcast. Like, this is my passion project. This is what I want to do. And I'm like, I find that when I am alone, I'm like, oh, I can prep for my podcast. Or I have to film my podcast. And it actually takes up quite a bit of time, this podcast.
So good.
And I feel like it's good knowing that like I have something to fall back on, I have something to do. And now I feel like just because I do this one thing alone, I am better at being alone in general.
That's so good.
And doing more things by myself.
Especially with a lot of podcasts, they are like duos, or there's one person who always has a guest coming in.
Yeah.
Like Call Her Daddy.
Yeah.
All of those ones, it's like they always have somebody coming in, whereas you don't. You often do it alone, which I love. I love just listening to you rant.
Thank you.
And talk and it's honestly so fun. And I feel like I know you more. Even though we've known each other a long time.
I think I get pretty vulnerable on this.
Yeah,
And
I think you do.
When you have to kind of like, you kind of have to put everything out there when you have like a platform like this. And I think when I like think of topics to do, I'm like, I can't hold back. And I think one of the reasons because I am alone doing it, I'm just a bit more open.
Yeah.
And I'm a bit like, what can I talk about? What's like going to resonate?
Yeah. And it helps other people realise that they can do it too.
It's good.
Yeah, 100%.
Great. Cool. That's what we got for now, but we're going to get into a fun little activity. Okay, because Lucy is one of my best friends and we're each other's best friends, we've decided that we're going to do like a best friend quiz to see how well we know each other.
Yes.
So we actually got to create our own quiz. It has 10 questions, and then we'll talk about it as we go.
Okay.
I'm excited. Let me get it out.
So I've got Tam's here. And question 1 is, what is Tammy's favourite sweet treat from this list?
Now, such a sweet treat.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you know Tammy, she is the biggest sweet tooth. She's got brownie, a block of milk chocolate, a New York cheesecake, cupcake, and tiramisu. Now, I know Tam loves all of these. Unfortunately, she does. Not unfortunately, because I do too. But I feel like it's got to be the New York cheesecake. So I'm going to click on it. And yes,
oh my god, I'm actually surprised you got that.
I just remember when we went to chapter 2 and you're like,
yes.
I'm pretty sure you said, I love cheesecake.
I did, probably. And I thought you were going to also say when we went to Warrnambool and we went to the Cheesecake Factory.
Oh my god, yes.
Yes.
Totally
I thought about that when you were talking about there's nothing to do in your town. I was like, there's the Cheesecake Factory.
Literally.
Alright, Lucy's first one is, which one is Lucy's favourite Barbie movie? Oh,
This is a rough one because
If you know me and Lucy, you know that we are Barbie queens.
We are.
Literally became best friends, I think, because we used to watch it growing up all the time.
literally all the time.
Her options are Rapunzel, Mermaidia, 12 Dancing Princesses, Princess and the Pauper, Magic of the Pegasus.
I even struggle with like choosing one.
Yes, I can get that. Okay. Here are my reasonings. It's either Rapunzel, 12 Dancing Princess, or Magic of the Pegasus. I actually thought Swan Lake could have been one. But it's
Yeah, I
not.
forgot about that, honestly.
I feel like she's a dancer. It has to be 12 Dancing Princesses. Yes!
Yes.
Love.
Jesus, how many Joshes has Tammy had a crush on in the past? Bonus points if you can get their last name.
I would
I
break out
could
last
not.
names.
I
If you
cannot
know
get
me.
last names.
Okay.
I know,
Oh, that was such a funny question.
it's such a funny question.
If you know me growing up, I don't know, I used to have a thing for Joshes.
I
Thank
feel
God I
like-
got out of
I
that.
feel like a lot of people have. Like, I feel
It's
like
such a common name.
it's such a common name.
There was way too many Joshes in
and I
like
feel like a lot of
2001 babies.
a lot of people have had like bad experiences with J names in general.
There's literally a song called Josh, and it's about like men called Josh suck, and it's
Oh my
such a
gosh.
good song. It literally came out when I broke up with a guy called Josh.
Yeah.
It was perfect timing. I
Yeah.
fucking blasted that shit.
I love that.
I thought it was so funny.
So
'cause
I know it's
had
at
more than
least,
one.
it has to be one. Because you dated a Josh.
I dated a Josh.
And then I'm like, it's definitely more than two. I think it's like 3 or 4.
Yes.
I feel like 3 is a good one to try, just
Mhm.
because I feel like it's mid of the range.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go 3. Should
4.
have gone 4.
Oh.
Should have gone 4.
I won't give you last names, but I can give you like whereabouts in my life.
Yeah, okay.
So my first one was year 7.
Mm-hmm.
My second one was year 10.
Mm-hmm.
My third one was year 12, and that was my boyfriend,
Yeah.
Josh.
Right.
And then I had one first year, like uni.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, do you know what my boyfriend's last name was?
Honestly, I don't think I remember.
Love it. That's how insignificant it is.
Oh my gosh. Right.
What is Lucy's dream dog? We've got Dalmatian, King Charles Cavalier, Husky, Golden Retriever, Dachshund. Dachshund is a sausage dog, isn't it?
Yes.
That one.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this one is, what is one weird talent Tammy has? I already know this. It's your eyeball shaking.
Yes,
Surely.
it is.
And I was like, that is such, oh my gosh, we've done very similar questions for some of them. I was like, I think about that all the time. I'll think about it randomly. I'll just think about like, I can't do any weird thing. Tam can play her nostrils
I think that's a good one.
and shake her eyeballs. And I think it's so cool.
Thank you. I can't
really
wink
do.
though.
I can wink.
Yeah.
It's
So good. I literally cannot wink. I wish I
Can you
could.
whistle? Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't whistle
Let's
that
go
well.
loud now. Yeah, my eyebrow shaking. No, my eyeball shaking. It's. I actually, my boyfriend didn't know that.
Really?
Yeah,
I
he was
think
like, he did
it's
this
so
quiz.
cool.
Or like, I don't think he did, but read over. I was like,
Yeah.
does that sound good? And he was like, I don't know. So I was like, yeah, you do. I was like, my eyeball's shaking. He's like, can I do that? And he goes like, I'd show up. I don't think you can see it far away.
Oh my god, it's so, I don't understand.
It literally, my eyes go like this if you're on YouTube.
Like really, really quickly.
It's crazy.
It's really weird. Scary.
Alright, what is Lucy's favourite musical? We got Wicked, Matilda, Kinky Boots, The Lion King, Strictly Ballroom. We went to Strictly Ballroom together.
We
Do you
did.
remember that?
Yeah.
Such a good one. Surely Wicked.
Give it a go?
Matilda, Kinky Boots, Lion King. I'm scared.
Yeah.
Yes!
It is my newest obsession.
Yeah.
I'm actually like obsessed with it.
Mm-hmm.
And especially like the movie and like the next part coming out. It's
Yes.
just flawless. Okay, so this one is, what is Tammy's favourite movie she's seen this year? Listed them in order she saw them. La La Land, Wicked, Anora, When Harry Met Sally, and Thunderbolts. This is a tough one.
Mm.
Like, they're all great movies.
Have you seen them all?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, actually, I don't think I've seen Anora.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I think I've definitely seen all the other ones.
Yeah.
I know you like Thunderbolts, and you don't normally like Marvel movies.
No, I'm
do
not.
you?
I'm not a massive Marvel
No.
girl.
But I feel like it's Harry Met Sally.
Oh,
La La Land.
I think it's like an actress.
Yeah,
Just so like
it is.
it
good.
hit, and also like the ending. There was so much love, and
Yeah.
they didn't end up together. And
Yeah,
I don't know. You can just see it happening.
yeah,
Broke me.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's a hard.
it
one.
was really hard though. I loved all those movies. to be
Yeah.
honest. I rated like most of them 5 stars.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
I did love Harry Met Sally. I think I rated it 4, but it was really good. And
Yeah.
I'd never seen it, and I didn't expect it
I
to be
just
so
feel like-
good.
I feel like you talked about it on your podcast
I
or
did.
something. Yeah,
I did
that's
make
probably
mention
why
of
it was like in my head.
Yeah, fair.
Was because yeah,
So I would rewatch all those movies again.
yeah, good,
Mhm.
good.
What is Lucy's biggest fear? Heights, spiders, the ocean, being alone, death. To be honest, I feel like we can do all of the above.
Hey, not being alone. I don't fear being alone.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I like being alone.
Surely it's spiders.
Classic.
Yeah. We literally had this story, but we went away together, like, our mums are best friends too, and it was like me and Lucy, and then our mums, and there was a huntsman that was like on the far wall, and we like found it, and Lucy literally, like, it's not funny, but it's a little funny, she started like screaming, crying, and I thought she was doing a bit. I thought she was just like fucking around and being like,
honestly,
and she was having a full-blown panic attack,
I
and then
don't
I
even
like
remember this.
I looked at my mum, I remember like halfway through, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? And that's when I like you're like a full-on
arachnophobia.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely improved over the last couple of years. I still
I remember, because we should have bet that trip, and then that night I'm like, ooh, I remember you like,
I would jump.
fucking
Like
hit
if
me.
I see them in movies on the wall, I can feel them crawling over my body. It's disgusting. I hate it. I've definitely improved, especially with smaller spiders and daddy long legs. I can deal with them. But anything that's too big, I cannot be in the same room as. It can't be in my house. I can't feed if it's in the house.
Yeah.
I have to kill it.
I mean, my
I'm
mum
scared
had to
of
get
them.
out of the room. Yeah, so that's how I know it's spiders.
Yeah. Okay, Tammy is going to Europe later this year, and she said, what is the place she's most excited to travel to? I feel like she's talked about it.
Let me give it the
Oh, jeez, I can try. So, Eurocasta in Albania. I
don't know how you pronounce it. I call it
G-Base. Positano, Italy, Interlaken, Switzerland, Lucca, Italy, or Milos, Greece. Now I know she's a Greece person. I feel like she'd want to go like all of these places.
I wouldn't go to all. I'm really excited.
Yeah, but I feel like she always talks about Greece and how excited she is to go to Greece.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna say she wants Greece.
Yeah.
Yay!
Nice.
I'm very happy I got that one.
If Lucy could be in one of the following movie universes, which would she choose? Marvel, Divergent, Hunger Games, Star Wars, Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park.
I feel like that's
Yeah.
I
I don't know if I said it right.
You said it right.
Okay, here's the thing. Hunger Games is great, but no one wants to be in the Hunger Games fucking universe
No.
because you get killed.
No, thank you.
Divergent, I think, is a bit too like you're confined into your thing. She loves Marvel and she loves Star Wars. Jurassic Park, I feel like as well, like fucking dinosaurs, is a little bit
I
scary.
don't think I want to live dinosaurs.
So it's between Marvel and Star Wars. I fucking don't know.
Come on, surely.
Star Wars.
My tattoo.
Yes. Okay, great.
Yes. I would definitely be a Jedi.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Tammy's favourite cocktail. And this is hard because Tammy's like her mum and she's a drinker. We love it.
I think don't drink as much as Bonnie.
No,
but I love a cocktail. She's gonna love this.
Oh, I love her though. She's great. I did dress up as her for her birthday party.
Yeah.
And I had a massive bottle of wine, a blow up bottle of wine.
I promise she's not actually an alcoholic.
She's not.
She borderlines, but
we joke about it. So mojito, espresso martini, a margarita, strawberry daiquiri, and cosmopolitan. So I'm thinking it's either espresso martini or Cosmo, or a strawberry daiquiri. I don't know what it's called. No, I feel like we don't ever like go out and drink enough.
We don't. We're not.
I'm not like a drinker, so I feel
and
like,
I think we have lots of nights in, and when I'm at night,
Yeah.
like I actually only drink when I go out.
yeah. And you do like all of these. I'm gonna go espresso martini. Oh, I should have. I knew it was gonna be a Cosmo. Do you know what? I also love a Cosmo.
Yeah, Cosmo's good. I don't have them that often out, but I make them at home.
That's good.
Maybe like I don't drink at home. I do actually drink at home, but I mean like I feel like when I'm nights in, I don't always drink as much.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. So I'm definitely like a homemade Cosmo girl.
Mm-hmm.
I don't buy them out because I think they're too easy to make.
Yeah. That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Where is Lucy's favourite place? Warrnambool? Our suburb we live in. Be careful. Ocean Grove, Perth, or Byron Bay. I know you love this place, but I don't think it's your favourite. Same with Warrnambool. Don't think it's your fave. She loves Ocean Grove. She does. She has like family holidays there. She loves Perth, but I'm gonna say Ocean Grove has got like family.
Yeah. It's got
so
like
good.
such like a sentimental tie into it. And like literally it's my favourite place on earth.
Yeah. I can say that.
I don't know if it'll change in the future, but who
Yeah.
knows? Okay, so this is Tammy. What is Tammy's favourite sitcom? How I Met Your Mother, Modern Family, Friends, New Girl, and Schitt's Creek. Now, I was talking to my sister the other day, and she was saying she's been watching Modern Family, and that is such a classic. It's absolutely funny. They're all funny, but I feel like it's Modern Family or Friends. So, I don't know. Have you even seen How I Met Your Mother?
Yeah, I've actually watched with Harry.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, I feel like you hadn't.
No, I have. Yeah, I watched it with Harry
Okay.
because it was his favourite.
Yeah, right. Okay. Well, I'm gonna think. I think it's Modern. Oh, I'm just gonna go Modern Family.
Yes.
Yay! I'm so happy I got that.
Yeah, Modern Family. I actually like fully watched it for the first time, I think, like this year or last year.
Yeah.
And then 3 months later, I fully watched it again.
It's so
It's
funny.
10 seasons or 11 seasons, and I
It's
binged it
so
twice
funny.
in like
It
4
really
months.
is.
It's such a classic, and I like how like every episode's just like pretty lighthearted.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I don't want things like some even sitcoms go dramatic. I like How I Met Your Mother. I didn't like the ending because the mum died.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
Well, I mean, it's kind of, you kind of know that at the start.
No,
Like,
not really.
I expected it because it's just him.
And Robin.
But it's like him telling the story to his kids.
But I thought it would have been like he did it because he got back with Robin at the end.
Yeah.
I thought she would have died in terms of like they would have been older.
Yeah.
Like she would have died like, you know, like 30, 40 years.
Yeah.
And I was like too fucking young.
But like, I feel like when they show the kids and you only hear his voice who's like telling the story, I feel like it's kind of like
But because it was
expected.
like now I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess so, but I wasn't that
I kind of expected it.
true. It was fine. I just was like,
But yeah, it's like same with like
I'm happy.
The Office. I feel like the last episode, like
seen
the
The
end.
Office.
Oh, The Office is so funny. I feel like it's a hard one to get into. But
yeah,
once you
I
get
feel
into
like I had to
it's so
go into
funny.
it. Okay.
But like the ending is like really sad,
Okay.
and I hate when they make it sad. Like
I've,
that after funny.
I've never watched Friends.
You've never watched.
I've watched, like,
Friends?
The first episode like 3 times and I haven't got past like 4 episodes.
Oh my god.
I don't know
That's
if I'd
so
like
classic.
love it, but I'm watching all these sitcoms, so I feel
Yeah.
like I have to try it.
Yeah, I feel like you have to give it a go.
I have to give it a bit of a
I feel like
go.
season like 2 onwards again is like good.
Okay, maybe I just gotta push through.
Push through.
Yeah,
How about as background noise?
that's what I think I need to do.
As you colour in.
Perfect.
Do, I don't know, other stuff. Okay.
All right, Lucy's dream job is police officer, laboratory assistant, marine researcher, rescue rehabilitation release worker, Aldi worker. It's definitely Aldi.
I don't think so.
It's either the third or the fourth.
Mm-hmm.
Rescue or marine researcher. What's the difference?
So one works more in the field and one is more like behind the scenes.
Which
I
one
feel
works in
like
the field?
the rescue, rehabilitation, and release. So that's like, you know, Free Willy, how like they save it and then yeah.
Yes!
Yeah. So
That's
it's
the one
more
she
like-
wants.
It's more like hands-on, whereas like
Yeah.
the researcher just like
Behind the
does
scenes.
like
And you want to
they
be in
do-
the field.
Yeah, I mean researchers do go in the field, but it's more like a lot of typing, a lot of
Yeah.
like
Hideous.
I'm trying to think like I've written like 100 of them. And
Analysis?
Yeah, not really. It's like a report. Like,
Yes.
you write a lot of reports, and it's something that I haven't enjoyed doing my course.
Fair.
Be
in the ocean instead.
Yeah, being in the ocean with the animals is my favourite thing.
Nice.
Okay, so Tam's favourite way to spend time alone: baking, reading a book, watching a show or TV, going to Pilates, or all of the above. It has to be all of the above. Yeah, classic. It's all of them. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we did the same question.
I know, how funny.
It's so good.
Who's Lucy's favourite singer? We got Dua Lipa, Tate McRae, Noah Khan, Harry Styles, and Hosier. She loves them all.
I've actually seen all of them live.
Privileged.
2 of them twice.
Surely Tate McRae.
Yeah.
Yes!
Yes, my girl Tate. I think she's just slaying it at the moment.
She is doing really well.
She really
She's great.
is. And I'm just begging her to bring her tour to Australia.
Yeah.
So Tate, if you're watching this, please come. You'll have at least 2 people in the audience. Actually, 3 people because my cousin would come too.
You'd have thousands, you'd sum
You
up.
would. Okay. What is Tammy's favourite Barbie movies? She's got Fairytopia, Mermaidia, Magic of the Pegasus, Princess and the Pauper, and the Three Musketeers.
Funny how someone match up.
Yeah, well, the Princess and the Pauper is like our
Our
Barbie
one.
movie.
Yeah.
But I still don't think it's your favourite.
Mhm.
I definitely think it's the Three Musketeers.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Doesn't know very well, this girl.
Oh, Mermaidia!
Mermaidia, I
Really?
fucking loved Mermaidia.
It
growing
is a
up.
good one. It's so good.
To be honest, like, it was either that or Princess and the Pauper.
Yeah, right.
Because I feel like as an adult, I watched Princess and the Pauper a bit more because I actually love the songs.
Yeah.
Mermaidia doesn't have songs.
Yeah,
but,
that's
like,
so true.
Mermaidia is still, like, I
Yeah.
love it. And I loved her
just-
tail. And
yeah.
I wanted her to say a mermaid. I was obsessed, like, with
Yeah.
mermaids.
Yeah, we've
growing
always
up.
been obsessed with
Something like
mermaids.
H2O as well.
Oh, gosh, H2O.
That I loved it. That was
Yeah.
my favorite. And I still, oh my god, all the time, I still go, lefty.
Left I do that too. Every time I have to turn left, I'm like, left
Just a mermaid reference.
How much further to the Betty? You Betty! Oh, and Bibble
And
is just
Bibble.
the greatest.
Yeah, no, so Mermaidia.
Yes. Damn.
What is Lucy's favourite cake flavour? Red velvet, chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, caramel. This is the hardest question I think you put on.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like
No.
I'm
I don't think we eat cake that often together.
And I'm not really a cake person, really.
I can't remember if you wanted the red velvet something or I wanted red velvet something when we went somewhere. Chocolate. Vanilla's a
Honestly,
classic.
I feel like I might have been the cheesecake shop or factory, whatever it is.
Was it you or me debating?
That's the question.
Either I feel like red velvet or vanilla.
Mm.
I'm going to go red velvet.
Good work.
Oh my god!
Very
I
nice.
think I got 9 out of 9.
I think I
Correct.
have.
Oh my god, I
I've done
can't fuck
so
up the last
bad.
one.
I've done so bad. What is Tammy's favourite Taylor Swift Vault track song? This is hard.
Mm-hmm.
I Bet You Think About Me, Is It Over Now, The Very First Night, Slut, and Mr. Perfectly Fine.
Oh, great songs.
All great songs. But I think it's Mr. Perfectly Fine. I feel like we've had this conversation before.
Mm-hmm.
At least I know it's her favourite one off the
Fearless.
Fearless album.
Yeah.
The re-record. Very exciting that none of they're all hers now.
Oh,
we don't have
so
to
happy.
re-recording.
Yes.
Those versions. I love them. I'm gonna miss it perfectly fine.
She doesn't know.
Oh my god, I really don't. I feel so bad.
My favourite is It Over Now?
It's such a good
Fucking
song.
love. That one is always on peak come back to.
Yeah.
Mr. Perfectly Fine was really big when it came out. I feel like it was really, I do talk
I
about
feel
it a lot.
like
It was very situational, that one.
yeah.
I had something happen.
Oh,
and I was
yeah.
like, remember?
Yeah, oh, that's-
It's clicking.
Yeah, no, I remember now.
So I did
my
listen to
gosh,
it a
I only
lot.
got 5.
Oh my god.
I'm bad.
It's alright. Alright, who is Lucy's favourite actor? This one's hard. Scarlett Johansson, Zendaya, Tom Holland, Pedro Pascal, Tamara Barton. Oh my god. I actually don't think it's me.
Come on.
I was gonna say Tom Holland, but like maybe if you put me, maybe me. Yeah, it's me.
Of course. She
10
did
out of
10 out of
10.
10. Look at that.
I'm such a good friend.
I'm not, apparently. I'm some friend. You're legit. I'm some friend.
I'm legit. I'm a bestie. Alright guys, that is everything for today's podcast. Thank you so much, Lucy, for being on with me.
Thank you for having me. I've
Of
had the best
course.
time.
That's good.
We've
It's
had
so
Had a
fun.
good yap.
We've had such a long yap. It's going to be a bitch for me to edit. It's like literally 2 hours, I think we said. Because we
Yeah.
also paused it and then we did our own little rant. In between, it was like half an hour long.
We really did. Yeah,
This sounds about to start.
oh my god, it really is. Jeez.
Yeah, so Lucy, if you want people to follow you, where do they find you?
On my TikTok, it's just Lucy Prue. It's pretty easy.
Love.
I post a few funny things. I try to be funny.
Yeah, she's hilarious. Guys, she's been so funny this whole episode.
Why, thank
And
you.
she's such a love. She's such a ray of sunshine, this one.
Oh, stop it. My name does mean Lightbringer, so...
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Lucy or Prue?
Basically, Lucinda.
Oh.
Lucy? It's basically the female version of Lucifer, so thanks, parents. Thanks, parents.
And you can follow me. If you're listening on YouTube or Spotify, please hit that follow or subscribe button. Share it to a friend who you think might like this, and who might need some tips on how to be alone and how to enjoy it. You can follow me on Instagram at Yapping Fever, or my personal Instagram and TikTok is at Tamara.Barton. Thanks so much.
Thank you, guys.
That's everything, guys. Yeah, give it a like if you haven't already. And send it to a
Give
friend.
it a like.
Thanks so much. Bye.
Bye.